Life's a gamble, take a chance. In the twilight of fortune's dance.
Nevada's legal brothel workers say they're being silenced, exploited, and erased, and now they're fighting back. From union drama to moon-based billionaires, this episode slaps. Usually, that cost extra.
Host with voices rich and cool. Share the secrets, break the rules. Martini wisdom flows like gold. Every episode a story told.
Well, how's everybody doing? Take it from the guy who eats clean. You're here for another episode of Sin City Spin podcast. To my far left, I'm the one who eats clean. He's the one who eats healthy. He's Christian Mental Ward.
Welcome to another episode of The Delicious Dish.
And then between us, in a delicious sandwich, is the one who eats paint chips. He's Drubasaur. Welcome to Sin City Spin!
I spend a lot of time shitting on holidays. And I found...
You could have just ended it with shitting. But yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or you could have ended it with holidays. Because we know that's true.
Both true.
Hashtag facts.
Has nothing to do with paint chips either.
Hashtag facts.
That said, I've put it together. So the made-up holiday that is Valentine's Day, everybody buys the chocolates and the jewelry and the bullshit.
They're all made up.
Right?
By definition, every holiday is made up.
Everything's made up.
Yes.
And then everybody goes home and fucks on those uncomfortable mattresses. And then President's Day rolls around 2 days later and says, hey, mattress sale. Because otherwise, what the fuck are we celebrating here?
I got a question for you.
What's that?
How much is Big Mattress paying you?
Ooh,
for that little advertisement, and how much is my cut?
You know,
I military discount of 15%.
I resent the implication that you're actually thinking that we would sell out. Okay, but if you are looking for a mattress, may I recommend Bob's Discount Furniture?
Would we not?
With locations.
Would we not sell out?
Oh yeah, no, we totally would.
Not gonna lie, I got an adjust.
There's only one thing keeping me from pulling this little thing off of this can, and that's we're not getting any money from these people.
Oh, wait, and we wouldn't even do it for money. If Topo Chico wanted to send us just like a case of hard seltzer a month.
If that is indeed who I'm talking about, because you don't know.
Or the folks at Wild.
Or Cayman Jack. We're just saying. Or if you started your own drink and you make a really good margarita thing.
Or if the Cosmopolitan Las Vegas just wanted to give us a permanent suite we could use as a podcast studio.
Or if the Boring Company wanted to ship us some of that green water.
Yeah.
We're for sale is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but we're going to need some money out of those clowns.
Mental would drink it.
You know who should sponsor this show? Fucking milk. Milk.
So big mattress, big milk,
big dairy,
big dairy.
Lactose
You got
all kinds of
you got anything else?
I feel like he's
Have you seen the video of Kid Rock and RFK
you got anything else big you want to wave around besides big dairy and big mattress?
I saw a video with Kid Rock and RFK Jr. I don't know if they were making out so much as it was just like literally homoerotic.
Buff as hell, drinking that milk in a hot tub. In the hot tub.
One of those people was fit. I don't know if I go with buff, and the other person looks like someone who discovered meth in high school and then got clean and does CrossFit as like a religion.
And then the other one was Kid Rock.
Dude, RFK, I'm not gonna lie, for 72,
sure,
fucking good. Yeah, like he looks like he could be in the Expendables 29.
I'm going. It's the episode of Futurama. It's all the brainworms. It's the brainworms working out his muscles in there.
Hot tubs are not for old men and milk.
And jeans.
Hot jeans. Hot tubs are for hot women in their mid-20s and bikinis, maybe not even the tops, and champagne. That's what hot tubs are for.
I will not support your ageist view of women. Hot tubs are for hot women of any age.
Oh, way to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Selma Hayek's going to show up and you're going to go, I'm sorry, this hot tub's only for 20-something.
Well, I mean, how many friends did she bring?
Hopefully none.
So you and I have a very different idea of what a good hot tub party
Because if
is.
she brings
the internet.
if she brings friends, I'm gonna say you ladies should go see my friend Slider.
Yes, that is what you should do.
And Selma,
Big Slider,
please.
shill Big Slider.
Yes, there you go.
Hola, Selma. Y tu amigos.
See, because you think of a hot tub party as a romantic encounter. I think of a hot tub party as the scene from the movie Back to School. Can't have a hot tub without bubbles. Hey, where did bubbles go?
All right. Yeah. No, I'm down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see where you're going with this one. Yeah.
I think they should all be like Hot Tub Time Machine.
There were no girls in that
Back
hot
to
tub.
the 80s. Oh my God.
Minus the radioactive Russian energy drink.
And the
I'm not gonna
puke-covered squirrel.
Like, going back to the 80s, I would own it. I would own it, man.
I would hope so. You know the Berlin Wall's going to come down.
I mean, I know a lot of things.
You're like Biff from Back to the Future
Yes.
too. You know
I'm just betting on shit, winning money. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. You know, Me Too hasn't happened yet.
With all the money you're winning, when you go back to the 80s, I'm gonna give you a list of cars and years to buy them, and I need them stored in a warehouse.
Yeah,
and you
done.
can give them to me tomorrow.
Done.
Yeah.
You will show up and be like, Drew, why are you 105? I'll be like, here's your cars.
Oh yeah.
now give me some milk.
So I can do more push-ups.
I'm gonna work out of my jeans. Oh my God, that video made me so fucking happy.
You're not putting jeans
That
on.
video
Who are you
made me
kidding?
so happy.
I remember at the Tinker Gym, there was this contractor, like maintenance contractor, and he would go in there and he would work out, and everybody knew who this guy was, and we all hated him because he was
Took a dark turn.
Right. We all hated that son of a bitch, and we buried him out back.
And here's why. Now, and he was big and he was strong and he was an older guy, but he was the grunter. And he didn't just like,
that's
like,
not okay.
Yeah, like literally he's down at the end of the weight bench while you're over there trying to do your thing, and it's just clang, clang. And he wore jeans and a tank top every day. And finally the gym came in there and said, you have to wear athletic attire. So he would show up at the gym.
Also, please get your father to hug you at least once, because maybe that will change some of this.
Fair. And he would take off like his button, his over button shirt with just the tank top underneath there. And then he would take a pair of elastic banded shorts and put them on over his jeans and then go down there without a towel and grunt on the weight bench.
I do have to say that is if you leave someone a loophole, I do admire someone who takes the loophole.
I do
if
too.
you leave the
He's got
loophole.
athletic attire on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You won me over, sir. You won me over.
Nope.
What do we have for topics?
I actually have something now. I see
I actually have something.
I actually have something.
Week.
That remains to be
every
seen.
fair.
We'll be the judge of that.
As you know,
I hope we have the same thing.
our audience. Oh, that would be frightening.
Don't look.
Under Nevada state law, any county with a population of less than 700,000 is allowed to license brothels.
We do
Because
not have the same
Nevada is the only state that has legalized prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I knew
incorporated
we were
towns and cities and counties that allow prostitution
Is right over there.
can regulate or prohibit it. Currently, 6 out of our 17 counties have active brothels. These are all in rural counties. That's why they're not in Las. So prostitution, not legal in Las Vegas, happens all the
It's
time.
legal but inconvenient.
Or
Goddamn.
Story
Can
County
we-
or Carson City.
Can we get
Correct.
I mean, come on.
So, not the point. You're going to love this. So,
bet.
one of those, next to Las Vegas, in our favorite shithole, Pahrump, is Sheri's Ranch. Now, the working girls over at Sheri's Ranch have decided they have had enough with, let's call it Sheri's creative management style. And they are looking to unionize. They call themselves the United Brothel Workers, and they have teamed up with the Communication Workers of America, or the CWA, because it's communication, right? Sure.
It might
Now,
be the oldest
body
form of
language.
communication.
Body language. And you guys are chuckling, but this is where I'm going to win
Yeah, okay.
you over, especially.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
What got them all riled up is the geniuses over there, Sheri's Ranch. They all showed up in December and they slid these new independent contractor agreements across the table and said that you have to sign these or you can't go to work. And the gym gives the brothel the power to use the ladies' likenesses in perpetuity.
Oh, that's
For
yeah.
it.
Yep.
The
I'm
Associated
tracking.
Press got a hold of this contract and said it included a clause demanding courtesans, as they are called working at Sheri's Ranch.
Yes, that is the official title.
Grant Sheri's Ranch irrevocable worldwide perpetual rights to any content they produce while working at the brothel.
That's
you
bullshit.
could end up as the face of a questionable product in a country you've never been to and not see a dime. Now, one of those workers, this is where I win you over, her stage name is Jupiter Jetson.
Yes.
And you got to love that name. She said, this is how you end up the face of a Japanese lubricant company without ever having signed a document.
Yep.
So the thing about it is legally, they do operate as independent contractors. We've been
What
around.
content are they making? I mean,
Right, well, no.
If I understand,
No, because
if I understand the transaction,
No, stop. Because it's,
go ahead. Okay.
It's not content they're making. It's all of their content because most of those girls have OnlyFans or
Yeah.
they're legitimate influencers. Or you guys ran
dude, they're
into
trying
them
to
at
steal
that.
their OnlyFans.
They
and
want
they're like,
all
no.
of it.
Look,
So
you
they-
provide a service. It's like a foot rub, but a different part.
Oh, it gets so much worse. So they, independent contractors are like, independent. So it's not like these girls can work from home. They have a minimum they're required to charge. The house takes a 50% cut of their tips and makes the girls pay for the free limo service to the ranch. And by the way, that money that they're charging the girls doesn't go to the limo driver. They just keep it. So it sounds less like independent contractor and oh God, what's that word I'm looking for? Begins with an E. It ends with
Exploitation.
employee.
Oh,
So even more so since anyone who refused to sign the contract was terminated. And that does sound like employee until you learn that the workers pay rent to reside at the brothel for 1 to 3 weeks. During those times, their laptops are confiscated, email addresses are controlled and monitored, freedom of movement is controlled by manager's approval, and audio of the rooms, which can be randomly searched, is on their property. And that sounds like the word you just used.
that's fucking terrible.
Yes.
First of all, yes, unionize.
Right, fight
Then
the-
bring your talent and your services
Fight,
to the greater Las Vegas area on a decent Uber ride.
Right, fight the
and I will support you.
Fight the patriarchy, ladies. Fight that
Yeah.
patriarchy, but
Hell yeah.
still listen to us.
So the Communication Workers Authority, which covers voiceovers and performers, that sort of stuff, they've got to prove that these folks are employees. I think they've got a good case to the feds, and 80% of the 74 current workers at Sheri's have expressed a desire to join. The union's primary organizer, aforementioned Jupiter Jetson, and Paloma Carr, also a stage name, have been terminated. Neither were told why, and a third worker who signed under duress on her contract was also terminated without explanation. So yes,
I hope they
give
fucking
them
win.
hell.
Yeah.
You go, ladies. You do the job. You get paid. Period.
Here's my problem. Here's my real fucking problem with it is when you get into the sex industry and the sex trade, there's so much money. There's money for everybody.
Yes.
Don't be a greedy fuckstick. Don't charge him for the rooms and nickel and dime him for the this and the that and the laundry and the cleaning and the limos. Look, just go, hey man, this guy's going to give you $1,000 and then he's going to leave, or maybe 1,500, and then they're going to leave super fucking happy. Let's divvy that up in a reasonable way. I'll provide you safety and security.
100%.
You will provide
Cleaning
the actual
services.
service.
Clean
There's-
sheets.
Right. There's some stuff going
There's
on
a
here.
sale that was on a couple of weeks. I got a bunch of mattresses.
We got to get them here. We got to keep you safe. We got to have a good,
Absolutely.
clean room.
Yeah. Boom.
We got to have protection. We got to have a positive experience for
And
everybody.
just every now and again, when you're making one of your videos, say, hey, by the way, you can catch me at, Drew's Ranch because Drew doesn't exploit his
I gotta
ladies.
tell you, if there was a couple of OnlyFans gals that were like, "Hey, I'm at such and such ranch for the next month," I'd be like,
Boom.
"Ooh, is there an on?"
So
hello?
you
Can I
can,
book an appointment?
you can support these folks at the United Brothel Workers.org.
United.
Brothelworkers.org. And Jupiter Jetson has she has a Instagram and a punk rock band where she plays here in Las Vegas.
Do they play Eep Up or Ka?
Jupiter Jetson.
No. It's
They should.
It's angry punk rock, but yes, they should.
Well, they could do. Yeah, they could do an angry punk rock version of.
They really should. Jupiter, I hope you're
Eep Up
listening.
or
'cause-
Jupiter,
you should.
if you're
Jupiter what?
watching,
Jupiter Jetson.
I know they did it. I'm trying to remember who did it on the Saturday morning soundtrack back in the 90s. They did
I know,
Hip Hop
but I
or
do,
Not,
yeah, because
but-
from the Jetsons episode.
But, yeah.
Someone that actually does
It's time.
social media.
It's been 30 years. Do it again.
Jupiter Jetson. Yes,
You do social media. You should actually be like, hey, we talked about you a lot on our podcast.
Yeah.
totally should. Come on the podcast, Jupiter.
You should,
Talk
you
to
should tag her.
we.
I don't know how to do that.
Bam! That just happened. You're getting tagged.
I
in
haven't
this.
drank enough milk for that yet.
And if you're watching this, we're sorry. We support you, but
support you.
we're sorry
I
you
love
had to
what you
had
do.
to endure all of this.
Yeah.
Yours is a
Jock,
is the oldest
Amanda,
trade.
Sherlock.
It is
What's the other dude who leaves comments?
Brooks.
Brooks. Tag
yeah.
Jupiter Jetson. Like, let's get a.
No, Brooks.
Let's
Brooks
get some
is,
like network effect going here.
Brooks is engaged. Brooks does not need to be tagging
He
Jupiter
can still
Jetson.
be a fan of angry punk rock
He
music.
can absolutely be a fan of. No, we need Jimmy. Jimmy, who was the he said he was the trash panda at the dining facility, Mongolian barbecue night. He can totally tag Jupiter and get away.
Just because you
There's gotta
tag an artist on Instagram doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
You're arguing logic to a guy in his 20s who's in a relationship with a girl in his 20s that
Yeah.
no.
There's your problem. You gotta wait till you're in your 40s to have a relationship with a girl in her 20s.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's the move.
Brooks, go look at that one, but don't tag her. But Jimmy, looking at you, buddy.
Or just be honest with your girlfriend / fiance, whatever it is, and go, hey, let's
Go buy a new mattress.
like check out the music and see if it's good, and then tag her.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You know what I'm mad about? The fact that Clark County has more than 700,000 people. God damn it. Chop this bitch up in a bunch of little counties. Let's get some working girls.
How about we just make like these 3 houses a county?
That would be North Las Vegas should be its own county, and then boom, yes.
That sounds like a lot of work.
No,
I am
there's
pretty
land.
sure, like-
I managed like at cost, dude. I wouldn't try to fuck nobody over.
No, you would seriously.
I would be like,
you
I would
would.
help them set up IRAs, man.
You would be Henry Winkler and
Is that the Fonz?
yeah, from the movie Night Shift. Him and
Yes,
Michael
yes,
Keaton.
I would. Yes,
You would totally
I would. Be like, these girls have pensions, 401ks. They've got
I'm investing there.
healthcare.
I've got a financial guy that can invest them.
I
on
believe
there.
Angel's Ladies out by Beatty is for sale, and I believe one of the brothels in Pahrump is the property is for
Again,
sale,
that's
not operating
so
and for sale.
far.
And I believe the license is available.
Oh, you know what? We set up a podcast studio. Bam.
But then we'd all have to go live there and run it.
Okay.
Or just drive out to record podcasts.
Exactly. And hire a manager, God, Vicky would probably go out there and run it. They would respect her because they're like, all right, yeah.
Mama!
Brooks, what do you think? Should
We'd have to have a conversation.
TPN buy a brothel?
Vicky, you're gonna have to quit cooking for these girls because we're getting complaints.
I mean, that's a fetish for some folks. Not everybody. Not everybody. Oh, Lord. All right. Legalized.
United Brothel Workers.org.
Fight the patriarchy.
Fuck yeah.
Fight
I'm
them
on
hard.
your side, brothel workers. I'm on your side.
Again, to summarize, Captain Malcolm of the Serenity, you do the job, you get paid.
Yes.
No notes?
No notes. Speaking of notes, you brought some.
I brought some notes.
Look at that. Such a transit.
That
We're
was
getting so
golden.
good at
That was
transitions,
golden.
man.
We're getting real good at this.
It's like we've been doing it for a while.
The whole podcast is terrible. But our
said notes.
transitions
I see
are
you got
honest.
some notes. Love the clumsy transitions 101, folks.
Like how I teed that up for you?
Yeah.
Oh!
If Jupiter's still watching, she's just pounding her head on her desk going, these people are not showmen.
Never
paying customers.
never once claimed to be.
Could be paying customers, Juniper.
All right.
Jupiter, sorry.
Drew, you like to gamble.
I do.
Do you like to gamble, Mental? I do a little. I don't do it very often.
Yeah, I like to be around gambling. I'm not good at gambling.
Well, nobody's good at gambling.
Yeah, it's true, but it's too much math. But yeah.
Do you gamble on the strip ever?
I mean, I have. I don't do it with regularity. It's more of a, when people come in, I go downtown. When they're not in, I go to the locals casinos.
I'm more and more interested in gambling on the strip because I was in the Palms a few weeks ago and I saw a $3 craps table.
Ooh, very nice.
But anyway, there are bargains to be found on the strip in gambling. You like bargains, right?
I love a bargain.
Well, I got news for you guys. Bingo is back on the strip, baby.
No shit.
Bingo is back on the strip. When I used to come here in the 90s, when I lived in California, just about every hotel casino when they were all independent had bingo. And now bingo is back on the strip. Do you want to guess where bingo is back on the strip, baby?
I do want to guess. I'm going to be wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Go.
Circus.
Circus, baby! It's a circus!
I was going to say New York, New York.
Circus! Yes, circus! Circus announced the return of bingo last week in hopes of attracting more players. The family-friendly hotel is set to hold games from Thursday to Sunday with 5 sessions, 14 games each, starting from 3 p.m. onwards.
Ooh.
So, now that you know it's at Circus, would you go play bingo?
Yes.
When was the last time you were in Circus?
Last year.
It's been about a year since I've been in there.
Last time I was at Circus, I was dropping a girl off that I met at a wedding. Technically, didn't go inside.
So you haven't been inside?
No. But their steakhouse is legit, dude.
The steakhouse is still a good.
They still somehow manage to win best steakhouse in Vegas in the best of Las Vegas every year. Whenever I've been in here, that place in Circus,
yes,
that steakhouse has been dead empty.
Yes,
so I don't know how these awards are given out, but
no, no one who has ever gone there has said it's overhyped. Everyone's like, "Holy crap, this is way better than it was." But I went in there. If you remember back when we all first met 20-something years ago, we were there for like the cheap hot dogs.
23.
Do you know?
I was trying not to say that out loud.
I have a son because of bingo.
I was good, but I went in.
Well, this segment went in a way better direction than I thought we were going to go.
We went in there, and I went to go get a cheap chili dog. That's why.
That's right. You wanted the quarter-pound hot dog because that was the night we did a pub crawl on the strip.
Yes, that was back when you did not walk from Circus to Fremont, and we still did.
Oh,
we listened to live jazz in the now defunct and demolished Tangiers that night.
Oh, God,
and Mental and who was it? There was one other person who were like, we got to get this quarter-pound hot dog.
It probably fits.
Might have been Fitz. It could have been Fitz. But there were a couple who were like, we got to get a quarter-pound hot dog. I was like, guys, they have like 99-cent margaritas.
Which is going to be perfect to help me throw up this quarter-pound $2 hot dog later.
And he did, too.
I did not.
I do remember eating about a quarter of that thing and be go, nope, that's enough. That's enough of that.
And we did the fake marriage and
we did a fake marriage. Yep.
Memories.
2 people got fake married.
Yes. Who was that? That was Patty.
It was
Anyway,
they called her Baguette.
Yep. I remember that. The fake weddings.
And I'm not going to say the other guy because he's married. He's got 2 kids now.
So speaking of
you have a son because of bingo.
So first time married.
First time, long time.
First time, long time. Nope. Bingo was something we did on the reg. We did combat bingo at the NCO club on Wednesdays.
Well, because it was all left over from like when we were deployed, and always be like B-52. Yeah.
B's only go 1 through 15. I used to call bingo. Anyway, so we go out to the Indian reservation to play bingo out there.
Yes.
Bigger prizes and such. And they had a Las Vegas night, and she won. And what we won was a free trip to Las Vegas. Now, I had just come back from deployment, and she had said, next time you leave me, I want a dog or a baby. So I was ducking some dates on the calendar. You know what I mean?
Why didn't you just get her a dog?
I was gonna. I was gonna.
The poop licking thing. My dog's broken.
And I've never been. Anyway, it all seemed like a lot of commitment to me. So I'm dodging and weaving, and I've got calendars, and I'm figuring things out, before Google. So it was all wrong. And so we went to Vegas, and we got really drunk, and we played a lot of blackjack. And then she was like, hey. And I was like, oh, okay, hey.
So you hit 20. So you hit 21.
And then I was like, oh, I think I made a baby. And like a week later, she was like, you made a baby. And I have a baby because of bingo. And I can't wait to tell him that. He knows that story. To this day, when his mom comes to visit him, the 3 of us will go play bingo.
Make me a brother, Daddy.
I don't think her new husband would like that.
Did we just get a new call sign for your son? Is he now Bingo?
And Bingo was his name-o.
Bingo was his name. And Bingo is a good Air Force word too.
Yeah.
It means different things.
No,
in the Air
Yes.
Sorry, Chris.
I mean,
Short stack is retired. Go get the patch made, Mental. Bingo was his name.
there's a lot of people that were on that road trip for short stack. I love me some pancakes.
We all love some pancakes.
The TPN breakfast menu. A story for another time.
Story for another channel. Might be a story for another platform.
So, yeah, that's a story for when we get our HBO talk show.
All I know is stay away from the Denver omelet.
The chili dog.
Oh my God.
One person is laughing at that joke right now, and he's feeling bad about himself.
There's probably a bunch of people laughing. Well, the one person who knows that joke is probably watching. But if more than one person who knows that joke but if they're watching, they're
chuckling.
They're chuckling. Yeah,
At least
they might even be guffawing.
Before this becomes insider of insider baseball, you've got paper.
No, that's what it was. It was Bingo. Do you want like the only other real the new hall will hold around 255 people, open in the hotel's promenade level, with expanded coin-operated slot area, and players will be able to buy a full session package for $30 with prizes paid in cash starting from $50 all the way up to $1,500.
Oh shit!
See, that sounds like the specials are going to be the big paydays, and those are always hard to hit. The problem with bingo is you can spend $100, win $50, and then it was like, you're a winner. And if you got to split it, then you get $25, and it was like, oh, you won. And you're like, yeah, but I'm still out $75.
So you are asking us to listen to the judgment of someone who went to play bingo and finished with a baby.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I've also
drinking so much milk.
I've also seen you play craps, do exactly that, and say, I'm a winner.
Yeah, except I didn't end up with a baby.
You have spent $150 to win 25.
I ended up taking something younger home.
Yeah.
No,
but I didn't end up with a baby.
No, we watched him spend $150 to win $25, then give 15 of it in tips to the server.
Yep. Yeah, no, I have absolutely done poor things while getting.
Oh, but
I'm a winner.
Generous tipping is part of winning.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Right.
If you win somewhat big, I say you've got to give at least a third of that to the dealers.
So, yeah, and now I don't play the table games. Vicky and I are slot machine people, but if we're at a slot machine and within a spin of the server coming, delivering our drinks, or coming and taking our order, if we hit big, that immediately doubles their tip.
Yeah.
Always. And then if we hit 4 digits one time and the server showed up right as we hit the 4 digits with our drink and boom, just gave her a C note. And she's like, what? I'm like, I am not messing with karma.
Yeah.
Generous tipping is very important
100%.
in Vegas.
Yes.
I like when I play games is betting for the dealers.
Oh yeah.
And then when I hit something big, and then I'm like, oh look, you're
I do like betting for the dealers. It's especially fun in craps because you get the whole table behind you.
Yeah.
The whole tables are behind the dealers now, but I still will tip if I win. I will tip pretty generously.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I will always tip, but I will.
I don't tip 100%, but yes, you are correct. You always tip the dealer. Yeah.
I'm usually good for about a third. If I've had a good night.
Because it's all
table.
bonus.
Yeah. It's all the house's money.
Speaking of people with too much money, you guys want to talk about something fun?
Always.
As opposed to everything we talked about up until this point.
Billionaires. What do they like to do? Make money and fight.
I was going to say AI, but okay.
So, do you remember?
I think they like to sit in hot tubs and drink milk. That's what I learned on the show today, kids.
Remember when Musk and Bezos both started space companies and started taking all their girlfriends to outer space and shit, and they were doing, well, I took my friends to space. I took all the girls to space.
I took Katy Perry to space.
Right. I took my fiance to space. I fucked in zero gravity. Right.
Yeah.
So they stopped that, but then we had, the Battle of the Yachts. We had the Battle of the Bunker Homes.
We almost had a UFC fight between Musk and Zuckerberg.
We're going to fight.
Which I'm still in. I'm not really into UFC, but I'm into seeing that.
I would watch that on Netflix for sure.
I'd watch that on anything.
Musk was going to Mars and Bezos was going to the moon and everything was good. And then the government started putting together some pretty lucrative contracts to put astronauts back on the moon, and there's not that kind of money for going to Mars, and they're not ready yet. So now he's pivoted and he's going to the moon.
Okay.
Now it's Musk versus Bezos to build moon base Alpha.
Okay.
Self-governing, self-growing cities in the next 5 years on the moon. I told
There
you,
was
man,
a
moon
TV
real estate.
There was a TV show in the 70s about how well that's going to play out, but okay.
Yeah, apparently they want to go up there and make data centers. But okay, so you're smart.
So this is the joke.
I know stuff. Yeah.
This is the joke. Is have any of you not seen that Star Wars remake with Darth Vader and Padme having the conversation about we need the money to build more data centers?
Yeah,
and she's like to cure cancer, right? And then it always comes out. And then she had huge. And then the newest one is he has huge boobs.
I've missed every single bit of this, and I'm devastated that I haven't seen this.
Wait,
devastated.
So first of all, you're going to put data centers on the moon, and then you're going to use moon lasers to beam it all back. This feels so good. Moon lasers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It feels very much in that vein.
Oh, totally.
Second, doesn't it get like hot and then super cold?
Yeah, space is hard to do. It's
Like,
The moon is
there's
easy.
something going on up there. All I know is Guardians of the Galaxy, their eyes turned out and then they froze and they had to get brought back to life.
yeah. That's basically how we engineer everything going into space is watching what happens in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, that's all I really know about it.
That's all you need to know.
It seems a little rough out there.
Yeah, no, it's the big challenge because I hadn't heard the data centers on the moon thing, and this is all an interesting idea. It's not out of the realm of possibility. The engineering's not impossible. It's not hard, but you get into these practicalities, like when they were talking about data centers in orbit, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
the thing about putting something in orbit is, especially if you're doing something like a ComSat, like a Starlink, right? You're typically putting these into polar orbits, right?
We're going to apologize to our audio listeners.
no.
right now.
Skip ahead like 2 minutes. Skip ahead like 2 minutes if you don't want orbital
This
mechanics.
is a visual.
Right.
So it goes around.
So you're going
Goes
around and the Earth is
Around and
rotating,
around
et cetera,
and
et cetera, right? So the problem is the Earth is moving around the sun. So your satellite has to be able to stand really high temperatures when it's in the sun and really cold temperatures when it's behind the Earth. And it has to be able to handle those swings and still do its job and have all the electronics still work.
So it's like being in Vegas going
So it's
outside when it's 120, be like, damn, it's hot.
And then
you
the
move to
sun goes
shade,
down and you get in
then
the pool.
Right, and you go burn. It's a little chilly.
And that's not a problem from an engineering perspective. We know how to do that. Where what I'm curious about is what is the business case for this? Because satellites are expensive to build electronics that do this and are able to take this environmental change over and over and over again 7 or 8 times a day.
And I'm going to dumb it down to.
It costs money.
I'm going to dumb it down to liberal arts major. One of the big complaints with these data centers is how much water they use. And the last time I checked, there's none of that on the moon.
Well, that's why they want to put them in space, because the water is for cooling.
Okay.
Space
But
does the cooling.
when they're between the sun and
It's just we know how to do it. It's just expensive, and that's why when all of this started, what's the business case, right?
Sure.
Keeping stuff, because when things are, in general in space, you don't usually have to worry about keeping things cool. You have to worry about keeping them warm.
Okay.
And that's the trick with the moon, right? Is you're gonna have to worry about keeping things warm in addition to keeping.
Right.
You know, it's about keeping them in a narrow temperature band, not keeping them cool or keeping them warm.
All right.
It's going to be crazy when there's like moon cities owned by billionaires. I'm telling you, if we can get that moon to spin, we've got real estate options.
I'm just gonna wait.
The moon does spin.
I'm gonna wait
It
till
just spins at the same rate that it goes around the Earth. So one side is always facing the Earth.
That's why I thought it didn't spin at all.
No, it spins at the same. If it didn't spin at all,
spins
you'd see a
samesies.
different side.
It spins samesies.
If it didn't spin at all,
I'm gonna go drink more milk.
If it didn't spin at all, you'd see a different side depending on where you were on the Earth.
I understand what you're
It
saying.
spins at the same rate that it goes around the Earth. It spins once every 28
Oh
days.
shit! Okay, speed it up. Put a jet on it. Speed it up.
Or-
like when Superman spun around the world and made it go backwards in time in the first Superman movie. In the
Yet
80s.
another evidence of really good science. Keep drinking that milk.
Yeah. Now,
Work out of my jeans.
now you know how
drink
you're
milk.
now you know how you're going to go back in time and get Michael all those cars. It's a callback. It's a comedy thing.
Yeah, I think this seems to have something to do with SpaceX going public, but what do I know?
Well,
But yeah, Battle of the Billionaires. Moon cities.
another
Coming soon.
battle of the billionaires.
Coming soon to a lunar
How-
object near
I
you.
many
feel like
Battle of
this was like a
Billionaires?
I feel like this was a Fallout New Vegas mission. Except that the cities were on the moon. They were just like two buildings across the street from each other.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Carve it up. Billionaires are coming. Carve it up.
Okay.
Some neon signs.
There you go. Yeah, that was an episode of The Tick, the cartoon, when Chairface was putting his name on the moon.
His face on the moon, wasn't it? Was it his name or was it his face?
It was his name because he got as far as Cha. And then
that's
for
right, it was
every
his
other
name, yeah.
episode, the moon said Cha.
Yeah.
That's right. Someone tried to laser their face in the moon. What show was that?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was with Will Smith, and he was a superhero guy.
No,
And they were doing branding for him.
Yeah, but that wasn't. He wasn't lasering he wasn't lasering his face on there. But yeah,
Who was that? Is Twitch or Stitch?
but,
Or,
yeah.
Maybe that was a Super Friends episode.
I don't know.
Ask your parents, kids. Actually, ask your parents about Super Friends.
I'll say because ask your parents about Space 1999 when they had all these cities on the moon where they were storing toxic waste, and then the whole thing blew up and then knocked the moon out of orbit and sent the moon into deep space.
Oh, no more tides. I didn't know that. Moon does the tides. No stuffed.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you want to disagree or agree, if you want to correct our math, or you just need to find out where the good tacos are, you can drop us a line at sincityspin.podcast@gmail.com. You can text us at 702-721-7328. We're on Facebook, Insta, Reddit, and the thing formerly known as Twitter. That is all we have. Stay safe and hopefully luck will be your lady. But if you wind up broke, well, I hope you have a swinging time.
Well, hot shit. You think I'm not bringing that back to you later today? You're out of your mind. Well, hot shit.